All praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's the Paleo Hebrew name, who we call in the English tongue God, or Christ, or Jesus. So today we're going to talk about the Antichrist and how to identify those who are a part of the Antichrist. We know according to the scriptures, the Antichrist is not just one individual. There are many Antichrists. So, in these last days, we know that there are going to be a lot of Antichrists that arise. Okay, so let's get some insight on the Antichrist. It say this word means against. So we know that anything anti means to go against. This word means against instead of Yahushua. It occurs to a total of 5 singular and plural, all of them in 2 of John's epistles. It says this subject was not among the Christians when John wrote his letters. 1 John 2:18 states, young children, it is the last hour, and just as you have heard, that Antichrist is coming. Even now, there come to be many Antichrists, from which fact we gain the knowledge that it is the last hour. John gains the knowledge that it is the last hour. John's statement shows that there are many individual Antichrists, though altogether they may form a composite person designated the Antichrist. The use of the expression hour as referring to a period of time, either relatively brief or of undetermined length, is exemplified in other writings of John. He does, you can see that in John 2 and 4, 4 and 21 through 23, 5 and 25, 28, 5, and 7, 30, 8 and 20, 12 and 23, and 27. He did not restrict the appearance, existing, and activity of such Antichrist to some future time only, but showed that the Antichrist was then present and would continue on. 1 John 4 and 3, you can find that. So let's see how we can identify who is the Antichrist and who's not. Although there has been much effort in the past to identify the Antichrist with an individual such as Pompey, Nero, or Muhammad, by people, this latter person being suggested by people innocent. The 3rd and 12th, 13 CE, or with a specific organization as in the Protestant view of the Antichrist, as applying to the papacy. John's inspired statement showed the terms to be broad in its applications, embracing all those who deny that Yahushua is the Mashiach, and who deny that Yahushua is the son of Yahweh, who came in the flesh. And you can read those in 1 John 2 and 22. So we know there's going to be many people who arise as the Antichrist. And the Antichrist is pretty much those people who don't want to follow or listen to the Most High words or His commandments. A lot of us are Antichrist, and we don't even think of ourselves like that. But if you line our selves up with the scriptures, a lot of us is going off, and we're being Antichrist. It just means to go against the word of the Most High. It's a denial of Yahushua and denying of Yahushua and the Yahweh and in the Howard. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna start this all over.